Welcome back to my channel. So today we are learning today we are learning Clojure, and inside Clojure we will learn REPL. So what is REPL? So REPL is nothing but a read, evaluate, print loop. So Clojure REPL stand for read, evaluate, print loop. So it is a programming environment which enables the programmer to interact with the running Clojure program and modify it and evaluate it once the code expression at a time. So as you can see in this black screen, here they are running the Clojure code, and if you run this code, it is uh, help you to run the Clojure programs. So we will use REPL as a interactive environment for our Clojure program, with the help of which we can run our all the Clojure code, and we can run expression by expression, and we'll try to evaluate our expression with the Clojure. So this we are running in our terminal window, and this is an example how we will run in IDE, which is IntelliJ. So I have also installed in my IntelliJ IDE. Let's give me some example. Like suppose if we need to find the sum of two numbers, so we can simply find the sum of two numbers like this. So as you see, 2 plus 3 is 5, and if we need to subtract some values, so we can simply do like this, minus 3. So how it will evaluate? So first we need to give the operator, then we need to give the arguments, and this curly braces is meant for the execution. So here this expression is run as 3 minus 2, and this expression is running as 2 plus 3. So like this, these expressions are running. First we need to give operator, then we need to give two arguments, and then at the end we need to go and we need to and do the enter. Then this expression get evaluated, and we will get 3 into 2 6. So like this, all the expression will get evaluated. So all plus minus, multiplication, division, all the expression we can do this. Now why we should use REPL? So Clojure REPL give the programmer an interactive development experience. So it provides an interactive development environment where we can run our expressions, and which will get executed by the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. So underlying underlying the Clojure code is done on the virtual machine only, Java virtual machine only. So we will have one reader which will read our expression, read our expression, convert it into the Clojure code, convert that Clojure code into the byte code, and there is one Clojure compiler which will convert the Clojure code into the byte code, and then that byte code will be run on the JVM. So in this way, the how the execution of the Clojure code will done. And yeah, so talking about REPL, it's an interactive development environment. So so when developing the new functionality, it enable us to build a program first by performing the small task manually, and then we can gradually increase one by one, and then gradually we can append one by one expressions to make the bigger functions and the bigger functionality. And REPL also help us to debug our program, and it will help us to rapidly do our development, and it is helpful to find out syntactical errors and improve our experience with the Clojure environment. So many Clojure programmers consider REPL a tightly feedback loop in it provide, and the most compiling reasons to use Clojure. It does not mean that language feature to Clojure such as immutable data structures are not valuable. Clojure REPL get most of its leverage because of this feature, in particular because Clojure was designed with interactive development in mind. So Clojure, they have the uh, which has developed the Clojure to keep in mind, like we need to give the interactive development environment for all the developers who are using Clojure for the development. So Clojure with typically use REPL for a wide spectrum of the programming tasks, where another languages would turn out the sort of tools like launching the local development environment, running automation test suites, one-off database queries and interventions, debugging, orchestration remote machines, getting familiar with the libraries and APIs, and many forms of the explorations. So, and if you go to the Clojure website and you can go to this REPL page, you can read more, and there are more like you can launch this REPL by in the browser itself, or you can install also. But I have installed in my local IntelliJ window where I have just shown you. Let's see the PPT also. So as I say, REPL stands for Read, Evaluate, Print. So it provides an interactive programming environment for the programmers to deal with the Clojure language. It's an interactive programming. They need to do test ID in short way. So you can test your small expression in a short way. You don't need to again run your whole code to test this one expression on one line. You just can put only one expression and you can run it, and it will provide a new debugging experience. Each line you can, each expression you can run and test like this expression is bugging fine or not, and then gradually you can make a big function and then you can test. So that's the thing, and it's a hot code reloading. You can so once so it will the REPL window will maintain the history. Like suppose if you can hit the upper arrow, you will be see all the history is maintaining. So I can easily um, use the previous command, previous expression which I have run. So I can easily see that, and use REPL as a calculator. So as I can show, we can run all our plus, minus, percentage, modulus commands, all we can use here. So you can use REPL as a calculator. What happened? Context. Okay. The modulus we can directly use. We need to define into the context. Okay, no worries. So REPL we can use as a calculator and many more. So let's try. We have already tried a lot of examples. Let's try a few more. Yeah, so that's all for REPL. We will see you in next video. Thank you.